And Chance, second UFC fight here. It's been an interesting road leading up to this one. Opponent changes, all that kind of stuff. Where are you mentally right now, just in terms of everything that's happened? Has it been difficult to adjust time and time again, or have you been able to take it in stride?
No, everything's been going good. I've been fortunate the opponent change didn't come until just this last week. So last Saturday I found out that Randy was out, and then this Monday I found out that Edwards is out. Yep, Edwards is out. So now that they're still all Orthodox. They're still strikers in my eyes. Kyle's got a little more grappling base, but I feel like I'm a better athlete, and I feel like I'm more well-rounded than he is. So I feel good about the situation. They're all the same in my eyes, but it's just another opponent, just another fight.
Yeah, and you said it seems like you think it's a good thing that it happens so close to the fight. Why is that? Is it just because if it happens 4 or 5 weeks out, you have to change the entire game plan, maybe bring in different training partners? And at this point, like, it's too late. The work is done, so it's just about adjusting strategy.
I work with some of the best coaches in the world. Coach Eric DeFeer at Alliance, so he was comfortable with it. I was comfortable with it. It wasn't so much of I was worried about them changing earlier. It was just that it fit. It fit. They're all Orthodox guys. They were all Orthodox, so that's really the big game, is just when you're switching from Southpaw to Orthodox. Of course, if it was a wrestler, they're all strikers, so I feel like it's a good matchup. It's a good matchup for me.
Yeah, and what do you do in terms of just preparation? You said your coaches are really great and everything. Do they kind of look up Kyle and do all that stuff, since you're probably focused on just getting in the right mindset, cutting weight, all those kind of things? So do you leave the work for them to research who this new opponent is?
Yeah, I've always done that. I've been kind of weird like that. I found a college wrestler, and I found out that I always did better at the opens at the beginning of the year, because if you don't sit there and plan for somebody, you can go out there and just fight your fight or wrestle your match. So I feel like being the less I know, the less I'm worried about, and the less I can think. So I'm overanalyzing things, and I can just go out there and fight my fight. He has to prepare for me. Now that I've got to the UFC, yes, I do watch a little bit more film. I do study my opponent a little bit, but it's not so much as I just want to see if he has like tendencies, not so much of he throws this crazy spinning back kick or anything like that. It's more of how does he move, what's his rhythm and stuff like that. So, but as far as my coaches, they've always looked at my opponents and always told me what if he's a wrestler, grappler, striker, what do we need to worry about, things like that. And they've always led me, and I'm a full believer, and I trust them, so it was easy. It's always been easy for me.
And obviously it seems like even through the first 2 UFC fights, the circumstances have been ideal for each one. Opponent changes, short notice, all that kind of stuff. How do you just get through all that? Like, are you waiting to just be like, have a UFC fight where things go smoothly and everything's standard, quote unquote, as it should be?
Not so much. This game's crazy, man. I've had it in some of my previous fights, so the opponents not making weight and stuff like that. So that was probably the more crazier time. So I'm just blessed that the UFC found another opponent for me, so I can fight. That's the big thing, is I can get in there Saturday night and show what the true champion can, not the guy coming off the couch in 10 days and trying to make a 15-minute fight last. So it's going to be exciting to actually get in there and stand and show what I truly can do as an athlete and as a mixed martial artist.
Yeah, and so how do you see this fight ending? I mean, if you're able to fight at your full potential, full camp and everything, how do you see yourself beating Kyle Stewart?
I feel like I can take it anywhere. I feel like I'm more well-rounded, so it depends on where the fight goes. Everybody's asked, well, what's your game plan? I mean, there's no game plan in a fight. As soon as you get hit, everything goes out the door. So it's more of how can you take the punches and move forward, and then we'll take the fight where we need to, and hopefully we'll get the finish Saturday night.
Yeah, and you are kicking off the ESPN Plus era here. You're going to be the first fight that airs on that platform. Does that mean anything special to you? Is that something years down the line when you retire that you'll a memory that you'll hold on to probably?
I haven't thought about that yet till just now. So yeah, it's a pretty cool feeling. I think ESPN is great because we're getting to more homes. I feel like everybody has ESPN in their homes. So, for us to be exposed on that network is amazing. So, more eyes on us, the more people can see what we can do, and recognize this as one of the largest, most growing sport in the world right now. So it's pretty cool.